booktube fam, it's Francina Simone. I am here with my look back on 2018 and, you know, my look forward on 2019. So guys, it is 2019. Welcome to the new year. Glad you made it, and I'm glad you're still sticking with this bitch, right? I really want to talk about some things I've been thinking about going into 2019 and kind of the things that I want to do, some of the things that I want to do reading-wise, career-wise, and just personally. I want to start with this because I feel like it's such an important thing to say, and it's also very telling about how I am as a person. But I sat down and I thought, well, if I make a video about 2019, I need to talk about a little bit about what happened in 2018 for me and what I'd like to change and like what I found successful, or, you know, like what was my year like. And when I sat down to make a list of the things I accomplished in 2018, I couldn't think of anything. And and I am so basic. I have a problem with celebrating success sometimes because I keep my eye on like the things that I want to do, the goals that I have that I'm setting, and like there are different milestones or mile markers between my goals, and even when I hit those, I'm like, okay, on to the next one, let's do this, let's do that. And sometimes I don't stop to celebrate, and then I end up at the end of the year like, okay, what did I do last year? Nothing. I'm a fucking failure. I need to grind. And like, I realize that that's unhealthy. So a bitch is trying to center herself, be more grounded and more grateful and appreciative of who she is. So like Snoop Dogg said, I want to thank me. Like, I need to be more conscious of the things that I do and be a little bit more conscious of celebrating myself. So with that being said, I can't tell you anything that I did in 2018, only because it's stuff that I'm not allowed to talk about really until I'm allowed to talk about it. Stuff that is still pending. Yeah, some stuff that's a little extra personal, but like, yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm glad that 2018 happened in my life. It was a good year for me. It was a little difficult, I think, in the beginning because I was editing. I was very focused on a lot of stuff. It was the year of focus, I'll put it that way. It was the year of like really figuring out who I am, what I want to do, and then standing up and standing by who I am and what I'm about and what I want to do, and really understanding that so that going forward, I could do the things that I want to do. And so it was a great year for me overall. Like, a lot of great things happened, and I cannot wait to share them with you guys. It's just I can't yet. But yes, moving on to 2019, some kind of stuff that I want to do. So let's look forward into 2019. This is the year for, I feel like, infinite abundance. Like, I'm just gonna call it that. I want to be abundant this year. I want to do a lot of crazy things. It is the year of living. I will say 2018 really felt like the year of waiting for me. I waited for a lot of things, waiting on other people to get back to me, waiting on myself to complete things. It was a lot of like, just put your head down and do, and ignore the wait time and just go. And I also realized coming into 2019 that I forgot to live in 2018. A lot of my life was just working and doing and living in this like transient kind of headspace because I didn't know what was going to pan out and what wasn't. So 2019 is the year of living, which means a bitch is going to just enjoy herself. I cannot explain to you how much I just want to do this year. I don't want to think about what I'm going to do. I just want to do it. I just want to make all the plans and do all the shit. So first, I am kind of working on something, a top secret project for the channel that centers around discussions and authors, and I can't wait to tell you guys more about that. Talking with my agent last year, I was really pitching doing it in conjunction with like another company or something, and she really just told me like straight out, look bitch, I don't want you to give all of your good ideas away to benefit somebody else. Just step out on the limb and do it yourself. Like, it's totally plausible. Just do it. And I was like, you know what, girl? You right. A bitch just need to do more often. So a bitch is just gonna take the leap, and I've got that in the works. When it comes to my channel, I'm really still trying to figure out my niche, guys. Like, honestly, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing with this channel. Like, I say that, and it's kind of a headache for me. Like, I do love talking about books, but I do not read books all the damn time. I'm such a mood reader. I feel like I'm a transient person on this channel as well. Clearly, because I be in and out like throughout the year. I do not make consistent videos, and I think it's because I don't know what my niche is. Like, what is it that I really want to share with you guys all the time. Let me know what you guys think down below too about like what you like seeing from me and what you enjoy. I know discussions are fun, and I do plan on, like I said, expanding that, but in a different kind of really cool way. Or if you have things you want me to discuss, like leave those things down below. Like I'm open to all sorts of ideas to figure out where I'm going in 2019 with this channel. That being said, a bitch loves to talk, so I want to do more talking and I want to do more discussing things and topics. So I'm like really into looking at panels this year, at speaking opportunities, because I don't know, I love talking, obviously. And you know, I'm a hermit, but I'm hugely extroverted sometimes. And my extrovertedness comes around, I love being in front of big groups of people and just talking and discussing and throwing around ideas. Like, it is such a fun thing for me to do and a fun place to be. And I just love when other people are discussing and talking and we're all vibing on this high energy of like ideas. Like, that is so much fun for me. So I really want to do more experiences like that. Like, I loved going to BookNet Fest back in 2017, which is a lovely event, and I loved my time there. And I hope to be able to go back again and just like be around a bunch of book people, because it is in Orlando, Florida, which is my hometown, and so I get to also see family and then go and see book family. So ooh, lots of fun, which opens up the door again of traveling. I want to travel more. I feel like as soon as I had kids, I was like, okay, I'll travel when they're older. And I feel like that is such a cop-out of kind of living the kind of life that I want to live. So I want to travel a lot more, even with my kids. Like, traveling with kids isn't that hard. It's just the idea of doing that's hard. I got stuck in that waiting until like a perfect moment mode. And so like this year, I don't care. Save the money, go and travel. It's expensive, so what? Life's expensive, boo. Make that bag, make that money. You know what? That's another one. Cardi B got me on that money. So like, make it, travel, live. Just, it's the year of living, 2019. I find that when I'm living, that is when I'm most creatively inspired. Like, I'm able to explore the world and just get in different ideas of what I want to write or what I want to say when I write. So that's it for me. I, of course, want to draft a lot of different projects that I have going on. There's definitely one or two that I must get done this year. And then there's one that I already have written, but I'm revising it for something else and I want to extend it a little bit. So there are a lot of writing projects that I really also want to get done this year. But between writing, I want to focus more on living. And as far as reading is concerned, I set my reading goal for the first time over more than one book. It is at 52. I hope to read one book a week, maybe. I'm hoping that like doing the reading vlogs will help kind of keep me honest. And you know, sometimes those books will be graphic novels, which I can read in a cinch. But I want to do at least like, I want to add more middle grade books to my list. I want to do at least 3 series this year. I'd like to read from start to finish. Like, I started Throne of Glass and the Mortal Instruments series. So that's like 2. And I hope to finish them this year. And I want to pick up like another series that I can finish this year and just enjoy reading and get back into the kind of stuff that I like to read for whatever reason. And kind of, no offense, I love you guys on Goodreads, but I have to stay away from Goodreads because there's so many opinions on books on there. And you know, opinions, they're not bad. They're good. They tell you how that person feels about a book, but it tells me nothing about how I'll feel about a book. And it's so subjective. And I feel like it used to be a place where I could do that back in like 2012, 2013, when it was a lot more constructive. But now I feel like it's a lot more muddled. It's hard to understand like whose reading tastes are a lot like mine. And I don't know. It's hard for me to find like really good recommendations on there. Sadly, I think we've all become jaded readers over the last few years, and I want to get back to being a happy reader, someone who just picks up a book and gets lost and just enjoys it. And that's what I'm working on this year. So 52 books, more middle grade, 3 series, and fun. So yeah, guys, that is it for me on 2019. I'm gonna live, I'm gonna travel, I'm gonna speak more, I'm just gonna have fun, I'm gonna do great things with the channel, I'm gonna write all the fun stuff, and I will hopefully get to celebrate with you all of the things that I have accomplished last year. And you know what, like, let's go on this journey together of living this year. I want to see like what is one thing that you want to do to live in 2019. I mean something that you can do but you've been talking yourself out of for whatever reason, but it is totally plausible if you actually sat down and crunched it and tried to do it. Like, give me one thing down in the comments and let's live. So that's it, guys. Welcome to 2019. TTYL, to talk for now. Bye.